Mr. President, all is in now readiness for the 2023 Marian University Commencement Program to begin.
Please welcome Chair of the Marian University Board of Trustees, Denise Fieser.
Thank you. Good morning, and thank you to each of you for joining us today. I extend a very special congratulations to each member of the class of 2023 on reaching this very important milestone in your lives. Please join the graduates in the platform party and remain standing for the prayer. Allow me to introduce Father Barry Fisher to lead us in prayer.
Thank you. O good and gracious, loving God, we come together today to celebrate our graduates, to thank you for the completion of this important milestone in their lives. We thank you, first of all, for their parents and family, for their support and encouragement over all these years, who have cheered them onto the finish line and stood by their side in good times as well as in challenging ones. We thank you for this Marian community that has provided our graduates a safe place to learn and to grow towards maturity, nurturing not only their minds and bodies, but also their spiritual life. Loving God, we thank you for giving us the opportunity to play a part in their lives and to build our community with these young men and women. We thank you for all the professors, coaches, mentors who encourage them along the way and challenge them to become the very best version of themselves that God calls each to be. We pray that the Franciscan values they have acquired here at Marian guide them in their personal and professional lives and enable them to become transformational leaders in the church and in society, sharing their gifts and all that they have learned in the service of others and to make the world a better place. We also pray for all the friends that each graduate has made along the way, for all the jokes that they will remember and laugh about in years to come, as well as for the hardships and tears they have endured together, side by side. And for your love, Lord, made evident through the relationships they will carry with them way beyond these walls. Finally, though they are leaving our campus, they will always be knights and part of the Marian family. May they find comfort from our community's continual embrace and support as they journey through life. We ask that the bonds that have been created here remain strong despite the passing of time and distance. Bless their lives with goodness and success as they journey into the future with faith, hope, and great love. May God, who began this good work in them, carry it through to completion, enabling them to use their talents to the fullest. May God give our graduates the grace to make wise choices and to be faithful to their commitments, always confident in the support of those who love them. May their integrity be a gift to the world, and may the Spirit of God be with them always as they embrace the future with hope. We ask this in all the holy names of God. Amen.
Please welcome Marian University Chancellor and Chief Operating Officer, Dr. Kenneth Britt.
Father Barry, thank you for leading us in prayer to begin this blessed occasion. Please remain standing for a recording of our national anthem by the Marian University Band. I now invite everyone to please be seated. Welcome to Marian University's 86th commencement ceremony. Commencement is one of our proudest days on campus. To all the students, soon-to-be graduates, you are about to join our Marian alumni and have experienced real transformation through the excellent teaching, values, and dedicated service of this Catholic Franciscan University. So many people are immensely proud of all of your accomplishments. This includes your family and friends, plus the entire faculty and staff here at Marian University. We are all cheering you on. We appreciate and admire the ways you have shared your unique, God-given gifts and talents at Marian. Now ask yourself, as you go forward, how will you combine those talents with what you have learned here as a graduate student? You will always be representatives and ambassadors for Marian University, and I know you will take this opportunity to do so seriously and gratefully. We are eager to see how your education and preparation here at Marian propels you on your journey in life. At this time, I would like to take a moment to recognize our graduates who are serving or who have served in the military. They are identified at today's ceremony wearing red, white, and blue cords. I ask that these graduating active military and veterans to please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your service. We are honored to have several Board of Trustee members present today, and I am privileged to introduce each member to you. As I announce the names of our trustees, I invite each of you to stand, remain standing until I have completed the introduction, and please reserve your applause until all have been announced. Chair, Denise Fieser. Sister Jean Marie Cleveland. Bill Ekman. Sister Krista Franzer, Darius Gardner, Ted Gary, Sister Annette Grizzly, Linda Hicks, Sister Maureen Irvin, Jerry Jones, Jonathan Nolly, Sister Bernice Stenger, Dr. Ram Yaleti. Thank you. Now please join me in welcoming President Daniel J. Elsner to introduce your commencement keynote speaker.
Good morning and welcome to everybody. It's nice to see you here, gathered for such a joyous occasion, and it's nice to be here to introduce our commencement speaker. It is my pleasure to introduce you today not only a highly accomplished healthcare leader known throughout the United States of America, but he also happens to be a dear friend and a longtime associate and former board member of Marian University. Mr. Impeachke graduated from Wabash College and Indiana University School of Law. He practiced law, focusing on healthcare before entering healthcare administration. Today, Mr. Impeachke is the Chief Executive Officer of Ascension Health. Ascension Health is one of the largest private, not-for-profit healthcare systems in the entire country and world, for that matter. Ascension has expanded under his direction its reach and influence in providing essential healthcare services to millions of people in our country. What sets Joe apart in the healthcare leadership realm is his commitment to a holistic approach to healthcare, much like Marian University's approach to education, mind, body, spirit, and the community that surrounds him. Moreover, Mr. Impeachke soon to be Dr. Impeachike. That might help you within the system. You know, you deal with a lot of doctors, this will give you an advancement there. His life of service as leader and commitment to serve all, and he's always had a dedicated heart for the emphasis of serving the poor and vulnerable, which is guided by his light of faith, and he is immutably grounded in gospel values in his service. His approach to leadership and healing has earned Joe many accolades that I won't go into all today throughout his career, including today's recognition. He'll become an honorary doctor of public service. These laurels are a testament to his unflagging efforts to provide health care for all and advance the common good. Graduates, as you embark on your next chapter of your life in service to healthcare, education, counseling, and other areas, remember what you do in our personal and professional lives is important. What you'll hear in this speech is who you are to others along the way ensures a truly good life and ultimate success in this chosen profession. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Joseph Impeachike, our 2023 commencement speaker. Mr. Impeachike.
Faculty members, trustees, religious sponsors, family, friends, and honored guests. It's an honor to be with you here today to share in this important occasion. And President Elsner, thank you so much for inviting me to be part of this wonderful event. And to you, our esteemed graduates, congratulations. I bet you thought this day would never come. You know, indeed, this is a time of great joy and happiness, a time for celebration, but it's also a time for reflection. How did you get here today? You know, I know you're intelligent, you've worked hard, you've made many sacrifices to reach this milestone, but look around you. You're surrounded by family and friends who have loved and supported you during your life's journey. You know, there's an old saying in Indiana. It's one I heard some 30 years ago from the senior partner of the law firm where I began my career. The saying goes, if you see a turtle on a fence post, you know he didn't get there on his own. And I can tell you, I'm that turtle. I didn't become the chief executive officer of Ascension on my own. Rather, it was by the love, support, sacrifices of family and friends throughout my life's journey. So I know I'm that turtle, and I suspect the same is true for many of you. So how do we honor these people who have made such a difference in our lives? In his book, Rediscovering Jesus, New York Times bestselling author Matthew Kelly begins with the following story. It was the biggest meeting of Paul's life, and it had gone well. He couldn't wait to tell his wife and his boss. As he rushed out of the Brooklyn office building with the rest of his team, they noticed a vacant cab, which was a rare sight during rush hour. Eager to get to the airport to catch the flight, they bolted toward the cab, yelling to get the driver's attention. But as they made their way across the sidewalk, they inadvertently knocked over a small produce stand. The rest of the team seemed oblivious until Paul stopped and turned to go back. From beside the taxi, the others called out to Paul, "Come on, you're going to miss your flight." "Go ahead without me," Paul said, as he made his way back across the street toward the sidewalk covered with produce. At that moment, he realized the woman who was behind the produce stand was blind. She was just standing there, crying softly, with tears running down her face. It's okay, Paul said, as he got down on his hands and knees, beginning to pick up the fruit and vegetables. There were 100 people passing in each direction, but nobody else stopped to help. They just scurried off to wherever they were going. When the fruit was back up on the stand, Paul began to neatly organize it, setting aside anything that was spoiled. Now he turned to the woman and asked, "Are you okay?" She nodded through her tears. Then, reaching for his wallet, he took out some bills and passed them to the woman, saying, "This money should cover the damage." With that, Paul turned and began to walk away. "Mister," the woman cried out. Paul paused and turned around. "Are you Jesus?" "Oh, no," he replied. The woman nodded and continued, "I only asked because I prayed for Jesus to help me as I heard my fruit falling off the stand." Paul turned to leave again, only now his eyes were filled with tears. For a long time, he wandered around looking for a taxi. After finally finding one, he sat bumper to bumper in traffic all the way to the airport. He had missed the flight, and because it was a Friday night, all other flights were full. Paul spent the night in a hotel by the airport. This gave him time to think. He couldn't get one question out of his mind. When was the last time you were confused for Jesus? All of you, in one way or another, have been the answer to someone's prayers. Family and friends who have been with you along your journey are here to support you today. You are a wonderful gift to them. Today you will achieve a milestone that only a small fraction of the world's population will ever achieve. In the weeks ahead, most of you will begin new jobs and launch your professional careers. So by almost any measure, you are a success. But most of you will soon find that all of this will not be enough. The new job, the new house, the new car, and even your career for which you've worked so hard, as important as they may be to you, will leave you wanting for more. Deep down inside, you will know there's something missing, a longing for something else that will bring your life meaning. I'm reminded of one of my favorite gospel stories, the story of Martha and Mary. They're the sisters of Lazarus. St. Luke tells us that Jesus visited the sisters in Martha's house when he entered the village of Bethany. While Martha hurried around the house preparing the meal, her sister Mary sat at the feet of Jesus listening to his teachings. Finally, Martha had enough, and she complained to Jesus and said, "Tell her to get to work." But Jesus refused to do so. Instead, he told Martha she was anxious and troubled about many things, but only one thing really mattered, and Mary had figured that out. So how are you going to spend your life, like Martha or Mary? You will find that once you begin focusing on what really matters, these important milestones in your life will start to connect and make sense. When you realize your life's work is less about your needs and more about living for someone else. But I suspect most of you already know this, because that's what it's meant. That's what it means to live out the university's vision to prepare transformative leaders for service to the world. A tall order? Well, perhaps. But the exciting news is that you don't have to boil the ocean. Rather, it can start with a single moment. Matthew Kelly refers to these moments as holy moments and has written an entire book about them. At Ascension, we call them moments of delight. They're everyday opportunities where you can set aside personal preferences and self-interest in order to listen and extend kindness in service to another. The impact of these moments will sometimes appear small, but they are often very profound. As a CEO of Ascension, I've had the privilege of hearing about these sacred moments from our patients many times over. When a heart patient takes the time to write me a letter commending our cleaning staff for keeping his room clean. When a patient's mother posts on Facebook about the compassionate care her son received from our nurses. Or when a patient responds to our post-care survey and praises one of our caregivers for taking the time to explain things in a way they can understand. These all describe very ordinary and everyday events, but to the patients we serve, they are extraordinary. You know, another story stands out in my mind even to this day. During the pandemic, when the economy closed down and when only vital services were allowed to stay open, a time before vaccines and therapies, Ascension, like most care providers, didn't allow guests or families to visit loved ones who were in our hospitals. I always remember the picture of one of our nurses who was attending one of our patients in the intensive care unit, holding a notepad for her colleagues to see outside the room. Her handwritten sign said, "I'm going to hold his hand. He doesn't have much time." You know, we'll never know how impactful these moments can be, but I submit to you that regardless of how profound an effect they might have for someone else, they will be more life-changing for you. So graduates, as you go out into the world and begin building your careers, never miss the opportunity to create one of these special moments for someone else, to be someone's angel. Who knows? Maybe someday you too will be confused for Jesus. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. That was very inspiring. And I can remember Mr. Impeachke was kind enough to forward the speech, which is always comforting for a president to know what someone's going to say in advance, you know, especially if they're going to criticize the president. But he would never do that. Anyway, it brought tears to my eyes to think about times when we have the opportunity as educators, healthcare workers, certainly business leaders and counselors and every other walk of life, to be confused with a savior, a healer, a great teacher, a pastor, a leader. Thank you very much. Those are very inspiring words. I now have the pleasure of awarding the honorary degrees from Marian University. Honorary degrees have become an important means for colleges and universities dedicated to the inestimable ideals of higher education to recognize leaders who have lived lives of distinguished service and accomplishment. Their gifts to humanity through their given calling and profession are worth recognizing, and recognizing them with an academic degree. Marian University, given our values, Franciscan values, an education that is illumined by the light of faith and gospel values, an education hallmark dedicated to excellence with the support to reach it, an education dedicated to innovation and insightful education, a dedication to leadership, trustworthy, healthy, inquisitive, and skilled leaders emanate from this university. It is particularly appropriate that we look for, find, and approve ultimately by the Board of Trustees outstanding leaders locally and throughout the nation to recognize. So it is my privilege today, and I now invite Dr. Silva to join me to present our honorary degree candidates. Dr. Silva?
The practice of awarding honorary degrees dates back to the 12th century when popes and emperors exercised that privilege to honor great persons. The conferring of honorary degrees is no longer limited to such dignitaries as popes and emperors, but the rationale for the honor is no less important today than it was 8 centuries ago. The honorary degree recipient has earned this recognition by dedicating many years of service to society, to the arts, to a profession, or to an ideal. The candidates receiving honorary degrees today from Marian University exemplify the finest of those persons dedicated to the broad range of human aspirations and service. As I now present our candidates for honorary degrees, Denise Fieser, Chair of the Board of Trustees, and Dr. Jeff Kellogg, Master of Ceremonies, will escort each candidate to the lectern. Our first honorary degree for the recipient of the Doctor of Public Service is Joseph Impichike. Joseph Impichike serves as CEO of Ascension. He has been an advocate on numerous issues, including the importance of greater access to care, especially for those who are underserved, gun violence as a public health issue, health equity, promoting racial justice, the need to reduce drug costs, and the use of technology to spur healthcare innovation. He earned a Juris Doctorate from Indiana University School of Law and a Master of Healthcare Administration from Indiana University. Joe was named one of the most influential people in healthcare by Modern Healthcare from 2019 through 2022. He currently serves on numerous boards and formerly on the Marian University Board of Trustees from 2010 to 2017.
Joseph Impichike, by virtue of the power entrusted by the Marian University Board of Trustees, the honorary degree of Doctor of Public Service is conferred on you with all rights and privileges thereof.
Our second honorary degree for the recipient of the Doctor of Public Service is Marlene Dotson. Marlene Dotson serves as the President and Chief Executive Officer of the Indiana Latino Institute. Under her leadership, the ILI has expanded its programming and secured more than $17 million in scholarships for Indiana Latino students. She formerly served as President and CEO of the National Latino Tobacco Control Network and spent more than a decade as the Immigrant Affairs Liaison for Indiana's 7th Congressional. In this position, she became the first Latina to assist a member of the Indiana Congressional Delegation of the United States Congress. She serves on many boards, from the Indy Chamber to Indiana Commission for Higher Education and beyond. She also founded the Indiana Latino Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence. Marlene Dotson is proud to have earned her Master of Public Affairs from Indiana University.
Marlene Dotson, by virtue of the power entrusted by the Marian University Board of Trustees, the honorary degree of Doctor of Public Service is now conferred on you with all rights and privileges thereof. Congratulations, Dr. Dotson.
Our third honorary degree for the Doctor of Philanthropy is Joseph Doyle. As a former member of the Marian University Board of Trustees, Joseph Doyle is responsible for helping the then Marian College grow and develop into the thriving university we know and love today. He was elected to the distinguished rank of Marian University Emeritus Trustee in the summer of 2022. A now retired CPA, he spent most of his career at a few different firms before establishing a private financial consultancy business where he advised, invested in, and directed private businesses. He received his BS in accounting from the University of Scranton in 1969 and was recognized with a Wall Street Journal Award for excellence in accounting. In addition to his many commercial activities, Joe Doyle has served as a trustee, chairman, and other leadership roles for different education and Catholic-based organizations.
Joseph Doyle, by virtue of the power of the Marian University Board of Trustees, the honorary degree of Doctor of Philanthropy is conferred on you with all rights and privileges thereof. Congratulations, Dr. Doyle. We are now at the moment in this glorious ceremony when we confer diplomas on our graduates. That is why you came today, correct? Let me reintroduce Dr. Britt, our Chief Operating Officer and Chancellor. Dr. Britt.
The graduates who will be coming across the stage in a few minutes are from a wide range of places. They have earned the right and honor to possess a degree from Marian University. Many have come to Marian directly from a variety of outstanding undergraduate universities, including Marian University. Several of them have worked diligently to earn their graduate degrees while managing careers and family responsibilities. The essence of this morning's ceremonies is to celebrate the combined outstanding work of Marian faculty and staff, the administration, working with these students as teachers and mentors in their pursuit of earning a degree from this great Catholic university. Marian University's legacy of providing an education that profoundly transforms lives, society, and the world is only possible because of the knowledge, love, skill, and faith of the faculty and staff. Considering their insuperable contribution to these graduates, I would ask that the faculty and staff please stand so that we can give them a resounding applause. Thank you. To ensure that we give each graduate their proper recognition and in honor of the dignity of this ceremony, we request that the audience withhold their applause until all degrees have been awarded and all hooding completed. Dr. Alan Silva, with the deans of the colleges and schools, will now present the class of 2023. They will be assisted by Registrar Ms. Jennifer Schwartz. Graduates will be introduced by Drew Stewart, Assistant Professor of Communications, and Tony Polizzi, Director of Creative Services.
Will the candidates for all degrees please stand? Dr. Britt and President Elsner, the candidates standing before you and whose names appear in the printed program are eligible to receive the Marian University graduate and doctorate degrees based on certification of the registrar that all degree requirements have been met. The diploma reads as follows. Be it known to all to whom these presents shall come that the Board of Trustees of Marian University, on the recommendation of the faculty, has conferred upon the candidate the earned degree with all rights, privileges, and honors everywhere pertaining to that degree, given at Indianapolis, Indiana, this 7th day of May, 2023, and signed by Denise Fieser, Chairperson of the Board of Trustees, by Daniel J. Elsner, President, and by Dr. Alan J. Silva, Executive Vice President and Provost. President Elsner, Dr. Britt, I am pleased to now present the candidates in order that you may confer upon them their degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and staff with the approval of the Board of Trustees, Marian University will now confer upon each of these members of the class of 2023 the degree as specified. Candidates, please be seated.
College of Arts and Sciences, Master of Science, Clinical Mental Health Counseling, Jessica Jean Butler.
Nicole Ann DeYoung.
Madeline Green.
Elizabeth Marie Hoffmeister.
Thomas Joseph Konechik.
Taylor D. Kosteka.
Alicia Ludwig.
Sarah Nicole Stallings.
Emily Nicole Tackett.
Sarah Catherine Taft.
Victoria Vance.
School Counseling. Melinda N. Cover.
Blake Nicole Dotlick.
Mackenzie Nicole Hamed.
Larissa Patterson.
Francesca Wojcik.
Clips Educators College, Masters of Arts, Educational Leadership, Anna Christina Luna Harbert.
Jeremiah Alexander Marshall.
Masters of Arts in Education, Special Education, Summer Anne Marie Kress.
Josina Cora McDormand.
Patrick Allen Scheidler.
Isabella Renee Sturchy.
Master of Arts in Teaching, Teacher Education, Aisha M. Ali. Aisha M. Ali.
Grace Allen.
Kelly Michelle Anderson.
Erica Courtney Arbuckle.
Kaito Henry Arishi.
Catherine Alondra Avila.
Kayla Marie Bennett.
Alfonso Blackwell III.
Angela Marie Boswell.
Kennedy Simone Brown.
Matthew T. Burley.
Diamond Campbell.
Rachel Larissa Cargill.
Isaac Carrera Ochoa.
Savon E. Coleman.
Constance Maria Cryer.
Carly Lauren Cuffle.
Helen Catherine Crodian Cunningham.
Chanel Davis.
Katie Paxton Dees.
Teresa Marie Fenton.
Savannah Fox.
Karen Ann Friedrich.
Nathan William Guffian.
Tonya Jane Lucy Gibbs.
Teresa F. Gilchrist.
Angelica Nolani Gomez McDevins.
Megan DeLynn Griggs.
Hadley Therese Hawkins.
Cammie Heath.
Maria Sofia Herrera.
Amy Elise Hood.
Jacqueline Heather Houston.
Jennifer Maribel Huerta.
Jake Christopher Hugh.
Diana Jo Lapp.
Starlin B. Lazarus.
Corinne Nicole Lee.
Madeline Lestico.
Nadine Lee Martin Meek.
Anne Marie McGarvey.
Moira Marjorie Metz.
Catherine Elizabeth Morgan.
Andrew Douglas Nichols.
Abigail V. O'Keefe.
Veronica C. Palacio.
Sophie Christina Podgorski.
Legine Robinson.
Kaylin Scott.
Kayla Short.
Maya Yael Simon.
Marilyn Alice Scarbeck.
Tyler Ellsworth Smith.
Courtney Marie Seibouts.
Ryan Sazecki.
Samantha D. Taylor.
Doctor of Education, Organizational Leadership, Leslie Neff.
Jennifer Kelly Plumley.
Mariema Shahid.
Donna Rumreich Gray.
Lori Rumreich.
Anthony Keith Tharp.
Clinton L. Whitson.
Corey J. Franklin.
Patrick H. Jones II.
David M. McGuire Jr.
Ashley Chika Ushi.
Karen R. Wright.
Program in Exercise and Sports Science, Master of Science. Physiology of Exercise, Nathan Daniel Hubbard. College of Osteopathic Medicine, Master of Science. Biomedical Sciences, Lakshanya Balasubramanian Thirumalai Kalanthu.
Kasha Chirantan Bihat.
Shannon Kathleen Daly.
Karina Davidson.
Elitza and Day.
Alexandra Devalaria.
Austin Fairman.
Isabel M. Fernandez.
James Gallagher.
Kyle Joe Humrickhouse.
Logan Winiger Herb.
David C. Lashbrook Jr.
Benito William Lewisan Jr.
Carmen McGee.
Adam David Mormon.
Natisha Pabla.
Kirandeep Penu.
William Ray Patton.
Sierra Street.
Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, Sajan Patel.
Grace Ann Perkins.
Maria Petrovic.
Catherine Guccione Phelps.
Catherine Magdalena Powell.
Samantha Jean Shabilsky.
Saida Sakina Zara.
Lucas Matthew Gelmany.
Corey Alexander Tom.
Tamara Maher Butarse.
Elizabeth Christine Baher.
Mary Ellen M. Bormet.
Ashley Kate Becker.
Shelby Ann Bennett.
Eric Fleck.
Aaron Schmidt.
Sean Singh Brar.
Evan Walker Carr.
Michaela Aaron Bush.
Jessica Rosaria Caruso.
Michaela Castleman.
Brianna Beard.
William Randall Collier.
Erin Caitlin Casilla.
Nicholas Allen Story.
Leon Joe Hinn.
Kelly Nicole Davis.
Jason Frank Rosales Wadley.
Joshua Miguel Cosemba.
Abraham Joseph Weinberg.
Nathaniel Brighton Bodie.
Kristen Marcelin Burgess Schickel.
Courtney Michelle Yarber.
Victoria Ann Jason.
Nermeen Yeya El Arabi.
Macy Alexandria Elzer.
Melissa Dawn Ruby.
Katie Lynn Lowick.
Megan Jocelyn Parad.
Laura Apple.
John Vinci.
Rayma Adams.
Harleen Aujala.
Austin Cantu.
Kendall Charlie Flowerdew.
Nate Min Pham.
Alicia Marie Sheeler.
Carla Geis.
Nicole Marie Hudson.
Jacob Michael Haymaker.
Molly Shaner.
Michael Joseph Hodge.
Kelly Nicole Nixon.
Karmjot Hundo.
Cecilia Elizabeth Hale.
Amer Tucker.
Adrian Allen Palmer.
Fatia Umaima Iqbal.
Sabrina Marie Karwowski.
Mackenzie Caroline Langdon.
Caitlin Nicole Smiley.
Michael Lewis Loick.
Kelly Joan Manikowski.
Michael Roderick Fink.
Rochelle Garrettson.
Bryce Gibson.
Peyton Munch.
Alexander J. Scavo.
Dean Creasat.
Brooke Michelle Aljandali.
Anas Ratani.
Benjamin Dowden.
John Sefton.
Shelby Dodes.
Courtney Anne Marie Stark.
Bertha Sohail Mirza.
Elizabeth Holland Caravana.
Alexander James Dial.
Ariel Sawana Moss.
Philip Michael Whitman Jr.
Michael Orcutt.
Bijan Alejandro Orgel.
Anisha Reddy Pareddy.
Jacob Edward Thomas.
Jake Frederick Herber.
Mozamil Ali Khan.
Kristen Elizabeth Bredhold.
Adam Michael Green.
Spencer Lawrence Hofschulte Beck.
Toe Nguyen.
Shaul Patel.
Meghna Priyanka Pisapati.
Tyler Vernon.
Zachary Ryan Rankin.
Kyle Allen Damon.
Kavya Akela.
Colton Pratt.
Amrita Kaur Hundal.
Lauren M. Harmon.
Rachel Marie Hicks.
John Philip Rushameza.
Luke Edward Severinac.
Parita Shah.
Muhammad Tala Shazad.
Stephen W. Marks, Jr.
Allison Brienne Brunet Slusser.
Caleb Daniel Harrison.
Rebecca Michelle Riley.
Emily Nicole Current.
Hannah Marie T.
Isley Martins Correa.
Francis Sebastian.
Renu Verma.
Maria Jane Dodson.
Curtis Vraybeck.
Megan Jo Berry.
Theodosis James Cronus.
Emily Faye Harwood.
Katie Ann Ish.
Julia Marilyn Castor.
Matthew Michael Lowe's.
Victoria Elnaz Nobody.
Andrew Pund.
Jerry Stephen.
Michael Sun.
Nicole Nicholas Leslie Watkins.
Ashley Marie Zazie.
Rayanne Pencoast.
Frudian N. Chukwa.
Emma Price Whitman.
Joseph Mollis.
Neela Yar.
Samantha Nicole Lutz.
Ryan Alexander Sullivan.
Layton School of Nursing, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Family Nurse Practitioner, Carla J. Baker.
Shauna Lee P. Holder.
Ellen Mary McCalla.
Nurse Anesthesia. Edward E. Russell.
Bisam Ernoyer.
Majid Nasser Siddiqui.
Chidima N. Ofaya.
Hilda Bartel.
Jessica Nicole Earl.
Clifton D. Meyer.
Carrie Ann Paris.
Bridgette Pennington.
Nicholas O. Ramey.
Teresa Rossiter.
Anthony Simon. Kirsten Smith.
Irania O. Urbayez.
Madeline Maddox Wagner.
Taylor T. Bonham.
Anthony Zigbordi.
Brett Edward Jameson.
Harjat Sensi.
Precious Hogo.
Valen Naruo.
Madison J. Jimison.
Tradition, our graduates today wear their tassels on the left, signifying they've already earned their degrees. And so on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the doctoral and master graduates of the class of 2023. President Elsner, the conferring of degrees has been completed.
Congratulations. Is my mic working? Yes. Oh, thanks be to God. I can yell, but not quite that well. I thought I'd give a succinct farewell and put your graduation, which is very special, in context in a couple of ways. It was in 2007 that the Board of Trustees said, let's make a pivot. We had a very fine college. Our Marian College was dedicated to prepare you very well, of course. The sisters had established a tradition of academic excellence with support and to prepare you for your professional life. But also in our DNA was this idea that we'd prepare you for a good life and that you would serve others and advance the common good. And it was going along nicely. We had around 2,000 students. We built University Hall, seems like eons ago. We hadn't built a building around here in a while. And somebody, through a lot of thought and prayer, said, hey, let's make a pivot. This will relate to you as graduates real quickly here. I'm not going to do the whole history of Marian, so relax. But in 2007, we said, let's build a great Catholic university in this great American city. And a lot of people said, Elsner, where's the counseling staff? They wanted to send me to you, the masters in counseling. I said, well, let's start talking about it. And some board members and friends said, let's make that pivot. Most great cities in America have a great faith-based university, nationally known. So let's do that. A lot of hard work, prayer, many donors. I want to bring it up today because this is, 10's important. This is the 10th year of the first thing we said we'd do, the hardest thing. It's a lesson for your life. Let's build a medical school. That was about 13 years ago, 14. Now this is the 10th year of operation of our medical school. And this class of docs, physicians, you take us over 1,000 docs now we have serving all over America. Isn't that amazing? I think now it's 8 years, and the doctor of anesthesiology, doctor and nurse anesthesiology has been operating. 8 years, doctor and nurse practice. 10, first 10 doctors of organizational leadership. That 10 comes up again. Our masters of counseling has been moving. What happened through all this, the research we've added to this great university, the doctoral programs, the master programs, our big influence in K-12 education, healthcare, business, ministry. Your part now, this year we've been designated a Carnegie One National Doctoral Institution of Higher Learning. That's a certain group of outstanding universities in America. You've helped build that through your studies, this outstanding faculty, our tremendous board, and so many donors. So you're saying goodbye to your classwork here. Well, some of you aren't. Some of you are going right into med school. I noticed the biomedical masters, and some of you folks have masters, probably come back for your doctorate. You just want to be around me, I know. I want to be around you, frankly. And so I like to see you back. But I say all this not for a history lesson. I'd like you to just pay attention for 2 more seconds. I've got a little formula for you. Have a vision for yourself. Medical care, education, every part of our society is changing drastically. Artificial intelligence, technology, and all. Have a big vision for your life and being a leader in these changes to make it a more ethical, powerfully human, like Dr. Mpichike's address today. Be that face of Jesus and kindness in the world, smart, be a learner, right? You have to give excellent service, be skilled. Have that big vision, like your institution. Hello to be an alumni, part of our alumni, over 20,000, soon to be 30,000 alumni. Be part of that big vision for yourself. Because if you have a really big vision, what we've learned is that you act like that big vision, don't you? You have a great smile. You always want to pick, when you speak, look for great smiles and get you going. You want to think big about your life and your education and what you're going to contribute, because then you're going to act big. Intellectually, skill-wise. You're going to be that compassionate face, right? And if you act that way repeatedly, like we have as an institution, what happens in 10, 13, 14 years? It becomes a habit. Habits, my friend, become your character. Your character, my friends, is your destiny. It's true of institutions. It's true of individuals that want to be great teachers, right? Think big about your role, your privilege as a well-educated person. Think big about the privilege and the formation you have at Marian University. And when you think big about your role in the world, you're going to act that way. Acting that way repeatedly will become your habit. Your habit becomes your character, and your character, my friend, good smile, is your destiny. God bless, Godspeed, and go Knights! Thank you. I appreciate your applause, but we're going to say a prayer before we leave, led by Sister Krista Franzer and the sisters, and you're going to get a blessing that'll fire you up on that big vision, okay? God bless you all. How was that?
So before we leave today, let us join in prayer. Loving God,
Sit here.
we conclude this commencement ceremony with much gratitude for our graduates of this year of 2023. We thank you for the advanced learning and skills they have mastered in medicine, education, counseling, or science. Most of all, we give thanks for their further development as persons who will assume leadership roles in our world. We celebrate their many gifts and ask blessings on all that their future holds. We pray in thanksgiving as well for faculty and staff, for parents, family, benefactors, and friends, all those who have made these educational opportunities possible. This we pray with grateful hearts today. Amen. At this time, representatives of the Sisters of St. Francis, our associates, and some Marian students as well, join me in blessing all the graduates with the blessing of St. Clare, asking God to give you peace and to pour abundant graces upon you as you go forth.